Hi, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a different type of video. I actually recorded this earlier, literally 10 minutes ago, but I decided that I'm going to try film this in my room instead because I did it on the roof and it was really loud and I'm just not happy with how it went. I'm also filming on my camera, but I'm recording the audio from my phone, which hopefully that's okay. I'm not planning on buying a microphone anytime soon, so let me set up my prompts first because I need those. I'm gonna try and condense this video very much, and I will link other videos that I think are also necessary as well. Okay, so let's start. A little intro. Hi, my name is Kiara. I'm currently studying genetics at the University of York. So I'm going to be talking about me studying York in general, studying my course specifically, studying at York, and I'll be mentioning stuff about my life, just living in York in general. So yeah, this is not a video just for the people who are doing the same course as me. But yeah, a little disclaimer as well. I don't have the greatest of experiences at York mainly because I didn't join as many clubs and societies and stuff, but yeah. Also, if you are thinking about doing any of the biosciences, this is a video for you. So what that means is that this video is not just for people studying genetics. Biosciences is the same for first year, so yeah. Why did I decide to make this video? I think that there's not too much on YouTube about studying in York. They're okay, but there's not a lot of them. And also for, I think, genetics specifically and biology. I know biology, York Bio, they have their own page and stuff, but sometimes they're just advertising it, and I want to tell you how it's actually like. So yeah. So what made me choose York over other unis? I applied to Edinburgh, York, Leeds, Nottingham, and my backup was Royal Holloway. All of them I applied to genetics, so if you want to know more about my application into York, I think that's a completely different thing. But yeah, York, I chose York because, okay, first of all, they have the most cutest city ever. Their city is so cute, York is so cute. And I love that. Honestly, I was choosing between York and Leeds, and the reason why I chose York mainly was because the city was so cute. Also, the campus is quite nice, but I wasn't really bothered about the campus because, I'm in West Campus. There's East and West. West is the older campus, but a lot more is going on in West. And then East is East is nice. If you live on East, it's kind of nice, right? But yeah, bio is in West, so what was my point? Oh yeah, anyways, yeah. I went in and it was kind of gloomy. And a gloomy, green area just looks a bit sad to me. So if you look at the campus, sorry, I don't know why I'm holding this. If you're looking at the campus in the summer or spring, it's so nice. And if you're looking for something like that, then I think go ahead. If you're looking for a more city buzz life, you know what I mean, a louder city, then York is not the place for you. Also nightlife, which I will get into later. If you're big on nightlife, I don't really recommend you going to York. I know my friends are going to be yelling at me and they're like, oh, you don't really go out a lot, but sorry, I enjoy clubbing in London more than I do in York, so I'm yet to go to Leeds. So nightlife, as you may know, is not that big in York. And I think people normally go into Leeds to go clubbing anyways. Oh, and there's also a lot of stuff about the club. I don't know, just a lot going on, so I won't get into that. I'm going to talk about my academic life. Now, this is going to be more specific to bio students, so I know a bit about maths, like 3 of my friends do maths. For bio, I'm going to talk about the stuff we do first. So our week normally consists of lectures, workshops, labs, tutorials. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let me talk about the modules first. So you have 6 modules a year, 3 in semester 1, 3 in semester 2. In one of the modules in each semester is BABS, and that's like your main bio skills. Yeah, so you don't have exams for those, but they're like assessed by like coursework type of stuff, and group work, which I'll go on to the exams later. It's mainly tutorials and labs. Labs because you're learning the basic skills of becoming a scientist, and tutorial is like your tutor, like it's a small group. It will be a group of, I think it was like, it must be like 15 people per one tutor. I think one tutor. Your tutor will basically they're supposed to go through, like help you, guide you what you're supposed to do and stuff. They're also supposed to teach you how to like kind of guide you how to write a lab report, and I think there's some stuff that they mark you on, but like it's not like, it's formative. So yeah, not too stressful. I personally I didn't enjoy the tutorials, but moving on to the other 2 modules per semester, they are exam based, so 100% exam, open book by the way. I'll get onto that. Well, for us, we had 1 lecture a week per module. In semester 1, 2 modules, so 2 lectures a week, and then following up from the lecture, by the way, the lecture is an hour long, and yeah, following from a lecture would be a workshop where you go through exam questions and stuff. I think they are really good. I think that was designed really well. I'm not sure how it's like in other unis, if they do the same thing, but I think lecture and then it's not like the day, like literally the day of, like you go straight to workshop, but no. Like you're answering questions, you're like working with your friend. I think they're quite good. Personally, I didn't go to many of them, but that was my mistake. Anyways, yeah. So overall, my workload was not a lot. I'm not going to go into detail, but compared to my 6th form, which was very, very intense, it's nothing. If you're coming from a normal 6th form, like you might, I think most people found it alright. Like, I was kind of bored, if you know what I mean. Oh, my camera's dying, wait, oh my god, wait. Yeah, the workload wasn't bad. The exams are open book. They're like, you have a 6-hour window to complete it. I really enjoyed that, and I think it just makes the whole experience a lot more relaxed. Like, you can sit down, you can like grab a coffee or something. Okay, for me, I wasn't relaxed. I was like panicking. Like, oh my god, I need to do my exam. But definitely take your time when you're doing it. I don't think it's something you should be stressed about. If you want to know how I revise and stuff, I think that's going to be a video that I'm going to film later. My biggest academic challenge, I think it was adjusting like my revision for the type of exams that I was doing. Coming from like straight from A-levels, you're just told, like you're forced to memorize stuff. Okay, you kind of need to understand what you're memorizing, but like you're just memorizing so much stuff, and I think like switching from that to doing an exam where like you have your notes and everything, like it's kind of like what do I do, you know what I mean? I don't think that the content that we were learning was very challenging. Well, yeah, I don't think it was challenging. I think it was just different. That's all I can say. It was a bit different. I think just adjusting to the new style of learning is something that I wasn't great at. Okay, if you are doing biosciences in first year and you need advice on like how you should revise, then, or take notes and stuff, I will make a video for that. I will probably link it if I'm done with it. Colleges. So in York, you are put into colleges based on like what college you live in. Not gonna lie, I don't remember all of the colleges. I was in Halifax. Not gonna lie, I don't remember a lot of the colleges, but sorry. I was in Halifax, okay? And I know a lot of people look down on Halifax, and I did that too. When I first realised that I was put into Halifax, I was crying. I was literally crying. Apologies for the change. I'll get back into it. Sorry. Also, sorry if I do cut off again. My mum's back home and it might be a bit louder than usual. I'm very sorry. So yeah, I was crying and I just didn't like it. Like, I wanted an ensuite, and the accommodation that I got was my 6th out of 7th choice. Okay, so if you're wondering about accommodation, I mean, any of the accommodation on East Campus is so much better than the one on West. So I'm just saying that. But in the end, I was really happy with the people I lived with, and I actually really enjoyed living in Halifax, especially because biology is in West. If I were to live in East in like a nicer building, I'd have to walk like half an hour to get to my building, which is not ideal, and that is literally what I'm doing next year, but you know, it's fine. I think that was something that definitely saved me. If you're with nice people, then you will enjoy your time there anyways. Next, since we are talking about accommodation, I am gonna add on one thing. Well, living outside of your home is going to be expensive for sure, but York housing is expensive, okay? You might want to have a look at this, but I don't want to spend my whole SFE on accommodation, right? The room that I lived in, I believe it was $160 per week. I don't remember the bands or anything, I just remember that was it. One of the reasons why I shouldn't have cried about living in Halifax anyways. But yeah, right now for next year, I'm going to be living in a house that's $180 per week, and that is lucky. Not the luckiest. I'm sure there are like a bit cheaper houses, but yeah, second year housing is expensive. So if you are considering that, which I'd say for a lot of people, like it is, like you're spending money on a house. So I think take that into consideration. Work out your budget, like including, not like a day-to-day unless you really want to, but like work out your budget for like your accommodation and what you're comfortable with paying. And I think that's a big factor in deciding what uni you want to live in. I think I'm going to move more onto the social aspects now. I think overall it's just easy to make friends with people, like regardless of what uni you're in. There's so many societies, like, well, okay, I haven't joined any, but there's literally a society for anyone. And if you want to create your own, go ahead, do that. You have an opportunity to do so, and I think it's great. Like, do what you want, you know? So yeah, there's definitely opportunities to meet people, and yeah, I think that's it for this video. Let me know if I missed anything, if there's anything that I have missed. If it's about other subjects, then maybe I could get an answer for you. But yeah, leave them down in the comments. If not, then I think I'm gonna end the video here. Please subscribe though if you are interested in content related to York or bio or life. Okay, bye bye, love you.